Alright, what I got here is I've got the Predator Tools digger that I use probably 90% of the time. As you can tell, laying on top of the other one here, it's one of the shorter models. It's like 30 inches, I think. I actually prefer this digger even over the Model 85 that you wear on your hip, the hand digger, because with the shape of the head that's on this digger, I can cut just the prettiest little plug even in the most manicured lawn, and it doesn't do a lot of damage. You know, you're hard to tell that I've even been there when I get done, especially if you use a towel and don't leave a lot of dirt on the side. But I love this digger a lot and use it almost all of the time. So before the last DIV, I decided to bite the bullet and buy a longer handled one, and I chose the Piranha. And the reason I chose the Piranha is basically the same basic head shape, but what he's done is he's serrated teeth down both sides. It is longer, as you can tell. The blade is considerably longer to give you a lot bigger depth when you dig. You can get a bigger, deeper plug. The handle is a lot longer, good solid 10 inches longer, and that makes it easier, less bending over. I was tired of relic hunting with the shorter one. It would wear you out after a day of doing it because you're bending over every time you dig. What I did notice at DIV, especially at Site 2, where there were a lot of trees and along the sides and roots, is quite a few of the plugs that I cut, that once I flipped the plug over and out, I noticed that on both sides of the hole there were roots that had been cut completely through, and I did not feel them whenever I cut the plug. And what I assume is as this went in, the root hit the side of it, and as the digger went down in the ground, it just literally cut right through the root with the teeth that were on it. That was an added plus. The few roots that I didn't get when I cut the plug, one swipe with this and it took the root right out. You can tell after, got a pretty little blue metallic paint job on it, but after 3 days of digging, it's not holding up very well. So luckily, I don't know if you noticed on the other one, the nice green metallic paint job. I know somebody that does a lot of powder coating that can take care of that for me, namely me. So the next time you see it, it'll have some kind of wild powder coat job on it. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with it yet, but as you can tell, this one is probably 3 years old, but it's a green metallic prism flake. Changes colors depending on which way the sun hits it. It'll change colors on you and things of that nature, but it is, the grit has dulled the clear coat on it, but other than that, it's not letting go anywhere. So I'll probably end up doing that to this one very, very shortly, and the next time you see it at the end of the video, it'll have a new paint job on it. But I just want to kind of give you an overview of it, let you take a look at it, and if you do a lot of relic hunting or hunting out into the in fields and things of that nature, I would highly recommend this Piranha. It really did extremely well at DIV, and I'm very happy with it. So just give it a thought, and if you're looking for a new digger, I certainly would give Predator Tools a look. Alright, talk to you soon with a new paint job. Here she is after I coated her. I thought I'd get out here in the bright sun and try to show it to you. Real pretty blue flake. It's what they call an illusion color. When you put it down, you have to put clear of it and cure the clear on it to make the color work. Otherwise, it's just kind of a silvery color with blue tint to it. What I did is I faded it into a real flaky type silver on the digger itself. You can tell here what I did around the edge is I taped up the teeth and the digging blade part of it, but you will see over time as I dig with it, it will remove the powder back about as far as your first shove into the ground, so to speak. Some of the other guys in the club, after I've coated theirs, that's what's happening to theirs. But that's what always goes in the ground, so it never really rusts as long as you're using it, unless it sits around in the closet for a year or more. Nice pretty paint job on it. That digger deserves that. That's a heck of a digger right there. The Piranha. And it works, man. Nice neat plugs, deep plugs. So if you're looking for a good digger, especially for relic hunting or out in the fields or something like that, I would check it out. The Piranha by Predator Tools. I really like it. And now it's got a paint job worthy of the digger. Talk to you guys later.